Good evening, dear students. My name is Farhan Mazhar, and this is our second episode on the exercise 9E. So, in this video, we are starting from the question number 3, and it's A part. And the question number 3, A part, is showing up on your screen, and we have to evaluate this. So the solution of the question number 3, its A part, is showing up on your screen. You can see we have to integrate 2x plus 3 whole raised to power 3. So according to the rule, we will integrate this 2x plus 3. The power will be increased by 1. So I will write 2x plus 3 whole raised to power 4. And I will divide with that same power. And you can see that's why in the denominator we have written 4. And whatever is the coefficient of your x, that will also come in the denominator. So that's why the 2 will come. The limits are from -1 to 0. So this thing will become 2x plus 3 whole raised to power 4 divided by 8. So now I will put those limits. So first of all, I will put 0 in the place of x, and from there I will subtract. And the x will be substituted with the -1. So that's why we have written 2 into 0 plus 3 whole raised to power 4 and divided by 8 minus, and 2 into -1 plus 3 whole raised to power 4 divided by 8. So 2 into 0 is 0. So 3 raised to power 4, that will be 81. So you will have 81 by 8. Then you have the other thing is 2 into -1, that will be -2, plus 3, that will be 1. So 1 raised to power 4, that will be 1. So 1 by 8 it will be. That fraction will be 1 by 8. So 81 by 8 minus 1 by 8, that will be 80 by 8, and that will be 10. So my dear student, this is how you will do the question number 3, and it's A part. So now, my dear students, we will work on the question number 3 and its B part. You can see under root and under the radical sign we have 2x plus 1. We have to integrate this, and the limits are from 0 to 4, and we have to evaluate this. So let's work on the question number 3 and its B part. We are working on the exercise 9E. So my dear students, now on your screen the solution of the question number 3 and its B part is showing up. So the under root 2x plus 1, that can be written as 2x plus 1 whole raised to power 1 by 2. Now we will integrate it according to the rules. What will happen? The power will be increased by 1, and with the same number I will divide. So when you increase 1 by 2 with 1 by 1, so 1 by 2 plus 1, that will be 3 by 2. So the 2x plus 1 raised to power 3 by 2, and with the same number we will divide. So that's why in the denominator we have written 3 by 2. And whatever is the coefficient of the x, that also comes in the denominator. So you have written this 2 also. So 2 into 3 by 2 has been written in the denominator. And the limits are from 0 to 4. Now 2 and 2 will be cancelled, so in the denominator you are left with only 3. You must have noticed that now I am not writing that plus c, because you see when you subtract, the c is cancelled. That's why we are not writing the c. Now in the place of x I will substitute 4. That's why we have written 2 into 4 plus 1 whole raised to power 3 by 2 divided by 3 minus 2 into 0 and plus 1 whole raised to power 3 by 2 divided by 3. So 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 raised to power 3 by 2, and 2 into 0 is 0 plus 1, so you will have 1, 1 raised to power 3 by 2 divided by 3. So then in the place of the 9, I can write 3 square. So 3 square raised to power 3 by 2 divided by 3 minus 1 by 3. That 2 and 2 will be cancelled, so you are left with 3 raised to power 3, which is 27. And 27 minus 1, that's 26. So 26 by 3 is the answer. So my dear student, this is how you do the question number 3 and its B part. I hope you understand this. So my dear students, now we will work on the question number 3 and its C part. So we have under root, and under the radical sign we have x minus 1 whole raised to power 3. We have to integrate this, and then we have to have to evaluate it. The limits are from 1 to 2. So let's solve this. So we have to integrate this question number 3 C part. So the under root means raised to power 1 by 2, and x minus 1 also has a raised to power 3. So the x minus 1 raised to power 3 by 2, we have to integrate this. And when we integrate, we increase the power by 1. So this will become x minus 1 whole raised to power 5 by 2, and whatever is that power, with the same number we will divide. So that's why in the denominator we have written 5 by 2. The limits are from 1 to 2. So first of all, I'm going to substitute the x value with the 2, and then with the x value with the 1, and both these values will be subtracted from each other. So we have written here that 5 by 2 will come upstairs. So 2 by 5 into, in the place of x we have substituted 2, so 2 minus 1 whole raised to power 5 by 2, minus, now in the place of x I will substitute 1. So 2 by 5 in bracket 1 minus 1 whole raised to power 5 by 2. So this is 2 by 5, 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 raised to power 5 by 2, minus 2 by 5, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 raised to power 5 by 2. So we will have, so you see this value, we will bring them on the other side on the second board. So you will have 2 by 5 into 1 minus 2 by 5 into 0. So you are left with the 2 by 5. So 2 by 5 is the answer, sir. So on your screen you can see the solution of this question number 3 C part is showing up. I hope you understand this. My dear students, now we will work on the question number 3 and its D part. So question number 3, D part, 6 divided by x minus 2 whole raised to power 2, the x minus 2 whole square is in the denominator, and we have to integrate this, and the limits are from minus 1 to 1. We have to evaluate this. So let's solve question number 3 and its D part. So my dear students, question number 3 and its D part, the solution is showing up on your screen. So what we will do, we will bring the x minus 2 whole raised to power 2 upstairs. So when you will bring this upstairs, this power will become negative. So that's why we have written 6 bracket x minus 2 bracket close whole raised to power minus 2. So when you integrate it, you will increase the power by 1. So minus 2 plus 1, that will become minus 1. So that's why we have written x6 into x minus 2 whole raised to power minus 1. And with the same number, you will have to divide. So that's why in the denominator, we have written minus 1. So now we will evaluate it. The limits are from minus 1 to 1. So minus 6 bracket, in the place of x, I will substitute 1. So you will have positive 1 minus 2 whole raised to power minus 1. So minus, then we will, in the place of x, we will substitute minus 1 in the place of x. So you will have minus 6 bracket minus 1 minus 2 bracket close whole raised to power minus 1. So you become, this becomes minus 6 into minus 1 raised to power minus 1 plus 6 into bracket minus 3 bracket close raised to power minus 1. Because the powers are negative, so that's why I will take these numbers downstairs. So that's why we will have minus 6 divided by the minus 1. And in the same way, plus 6 divided by the minus 3. Now minus 1 will be cancelled, minus and minus will be cancelled, you are left with the 6. Minus 3 and 6, they will cancel with each other, you are left with minus 2. So 6 minus 2 will be 4. So the answer is 4. This is how you will do question number 3 and its D part. So now, my dear students, we will work on the question number 3 and its E part. 9 divided by, and in the denominator we have 2x minus 3 whole raised to power 3. And the limits are from 2 to 3. We have to evaluate it. So let's solve this. So on your screen, the question number 3 and its E part, its solution is showing up on your screen. So what we will do, we will bring that 2x minus 3 upstairs so that its power will become negative 3. Then we will integrate it. According to the rule, the power will be that 9 will remain as it is and the power will be increased by 1. So when you will increase minus 3 with the by a 1, so what will happen? The power will become minus 2. With the same number, we will divide in the denominator. So minus 2, it comes in the denominator. And the coefficient of the x also comes in the denominator. That's why in the denominator, you can see we have written 2 and minus 2. Now the limits are from 2 to 3. So you will have minus 2 divided by 4, and in the place of x substitute 3. So that's why I've written bracket 2 into 3 minus 3 bracket close raised to power minus 2. Then minus 9 by 4, and in the place of x I will substitute 2. So we will have 2 into 2 minus 3 whole raised to power minus 2. So you will have minus 9 by 4 and 6 minus 3, that's 3 raised to power minus 2 plus 9 by 4. So 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 3, that's 1 raised to power minus 2. So what we will do, because 3 has negative power, so we will take it in the denominator. So you will have 9 by minus 9 by 4, and in the denominator I will also write 3 square, which is 9. So 9 will be cancelled. That's why you are left with minus 1 by 4. Plus 9 by 4 and 1 square, that is 1. So 9 by 4 minus 1 by 4 plus 9 by 4, that will be 8 by 4, which will be 2. And this is how you will do the question number 3 and its E part. I hope you understand this. So my dear students, now we will work on the question number 3 and its F part. And question number 3 F part is showing up on your screen. We have 4, and in the denominator we have a square root of the 5 minus 2x. We have to integrate this and then we have to evaluate it. The limits are from minus 2 to 2. So let's solve this question. And my dear students, we are working on the exercise 9E, and this is our second episode on this exercise. We are actually working on the solution of the course book of the Pure Maths 1. My name is Farhan Mazhar. So my dear students, the solution of the question number 3 and its F part is showing up on your screen. So first of all, I will bring this denominator upstairs. So the power will change, power will become negative. That's why you can see we have written 4 bracket 5 minus 2x bracket close raised to power minus 1 by 2. Now we can integrate it. So when I will integrate it, so you see what will happen. The power will be increased by 1. So minus 1 raised to power minus 1 by 2 plus 1, that will be positive 1 by 2. With the same number I will divide, and the denominator and the coefficient of the x will also come in the denominator. Okay, so that is the reason why we in the denominator have minus 2 and 1 by 2. That 2 and minus 2 will be cancelled with each other, and you are left with minus 4 square root of the 5 minus 2x. The limits are from minus 2 to 2. So we will substitute these values, and when I will substitute these values into that expression, so you will have minus 4 under root and 5 minus 2 into 2 minus 4 under root 5 minus 2. So you will get minus 4 under root 5 minus 4 plus 4 and under root 5 plus 4. So you will have minus 4 under root 1 and plus 4 under root 9. So you will have minus 4 into 1 plus 4 into 3. So that is minus 4 plus 12, and the answer will be 12. So this is how you will do the question number 3 and its F part. I hope that this is very, very clear to you. So you see, we are working on the exercise 9E, and this is our second episode on this exercise. So in this video, we have done the question number 3, A part, B part, C part, D part, E part, and F part. So let me show. So my dear students, the exercise 9E question number 3, and its answer A part, B part, C part, D part, E part are showing up on your screen. If you think this video is helpful to you and it can be helpful to your other students, please like this video. Please share the link of this video with your class fellows and with your junior students and anybody who is related with this mathematics. You see, when you like my video and when you share my video, it's a great support for my work, and it's a great appreciation for my work. Your appreciation and your support is very important for me. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night. God bless you all.